Savings Credit Union and get your best rate no matter the term. Family Savings Credit Union, your best financial friend.
At Campers Unlimited, we offer a no-pressure experience, no hidden fees, and great service after the sale, making us one of the fastest-growing RV dealers in the Southeast. With our second location in Oxford, we offer a great selection of over 220 campers from top brands, including Grand Design. Our mission is to help friends and family spend time together in the great outdoors. At Campers Unlimited, you aren't just a customer, you are a family. Check out our inventory at campersunlimited.net or come see us at Gaston or Oxford.
Good evening, and thank you for tuning in to the TV 24 News. I'm Lacey Clance.
And I'm John Garlick, and here's the news for Wednesday, July 24th, 2024. Have you ever been feeling a little impulsiveness, disorganization, problems prioritizing problems, poor time management skill, problems focusing, trouble multitasking, maybe low frustration tolerance, frequent mood swings? Yes, Lacey's nodding her head. Yes, and yes, and yes. Yes, there you go. Trouble coping with stress, Lacey? You got that too?
Absolutely.
Well, if you have any of those, you might have adult ADHD. Or not. ADHD tends to be widely diagnosed or misdiagnosed. These very symptoms could easily be related to an anxiety disorder or PTSD, or related to some unprocessed trauma. It may also be genetic. Attention deficit hyperactivity disorder is estimated to affect 5% of the children worldwide and 2.5% of adults. This disorder manifests in inattention, hyperactivity, impulsivity, difficulty focusing, and it can greatly influence a person's academic and social functioning. Although ADHD has been recognized to have a genetic basis, the specific genes implicated have been challenging to identify. However, Israeli scientists have successfully pinpointed a particular gene, CDH2, which seems to have significantly involved in the progression of ADHD. The researchers discovered that a mutation of CDH2 disrupts and influences molecular pathways and dopamine levels within two specific brain regions associated with ADHD, the ventral midbrain and the prefrontal cortex. Researchers at the Negev Sorakova University Medical Center in Israel conducted the study, which was published in a peer-reviewed academic journal, Nature Communications. Using CRISPR technology, the team introduced a specific mutation into corresponding mouse genes, resulting in hereditary hyperactivity. The mice exhibited ADHD symptoms in 15 different behavioral tests, establishing them as a dependable model for investigating the disorder. The study could have significant implications on the treatment and management of ADHD. While the disorder is typically treated with medications such as stimulants and non-stimulants, this can have significant side effects, including decreased appetite, insomnia, and mood swings. The discovery of the CDH2 as a key gene involved in ADHD could lead to the development of more targeted and effective treatments. Further studies have already been initiated by the Burke team at BGU's National Institute for Biotechnology to explore the molecular pathways involved in ADHD and develop new treatments based on this knowledge. The team is also working to identify other genes involved in ADHD and could understand how environmental factors may interact with the genetic predisposition to affect the development of the disorder. While the discovery of CDH2 as a gene involved in ADHD is significant, it is unlikely to be the only gene involved. ADHD is a complex disorder that has likely multiple genetic and environmental causes, and further research will be needed to fully understand its development and progression. The study represents an important step forward in understanding the disorder and the underlying biology. Although these advanced CRISPR therapies are not available yet, you can still find help by seeking a mental health professional and getting the proper treatment. When establishing this diagnosis, you first must have to rule out underlying any medical problems, environmental issues, and of course, trauma. After that, you may be left with the CDH2 gene just waiting for the CRISPR editor.
47-year-old Tracy Darnell Rush has been charged with murder in last week's fatal shooting of 43-year-old Demetrius Lakeen Fletcher. The shooting occurred in the 1900 block of 10th Avenue North in Bessemer Thursday. It was at night at 11:58 p.m. Fletcher was pronounced dead on the scene just less than half an hour later at 12:24 a.m. Friday. 2 other victims sustained life-threatening injuries. Bessemer Police Justin Burmeister said witnesses claimed there was some type of argument happening before the suspects started shooting. One of the surviving victims is the suspect's girlfriend, and everyone who was involved in the incident were all friends with one another. In addition to murder, Rush has been charged with first-degree assault and first-degree domestic violence. He remains held in the Jefferson County Jail. A 16-year-old girl of Sheffield tragically died from a shooting early this morning. Police Chief Ricky Terry said the girl was shot at about 1 a.m. at 1006 South Nashville Avenue. Officers found her lying in the grass, shot in the back between the shoulder blades. Per WAFF 48, she was taken to Helen Keller Hospital, where she later died. Sheffield police previously released her identity, but have asked to retract the identity. The identity was initially released by mistake. Sheffield police do not believe the girl was the intended target. Investigators haven't said anything about a suspect, but are interviewing witnesses. Anyone with information is asked to contact Sheffield police at 256-386-5630.
From our friend Sherry Kuhn at the Anniston Star, the Calhoun County Board of Education has hired Tony Willis, the superintendent of West Alabama School System, to run the schools of this county. Mr. Willis, age 53, is leaving Demopolis City Schools and will begin his new job at once. The hiring was approved in a vote at a called meeting Tuesday morning. Willis earned a master's degree in instructional leadership from the University of Alabama and is currently pursuing a doctoral degree in leadership studies from Marshall University in Huntington, West Virginia. He started his career in 1996 as a teacher and head basketball coach at the Mars Hill Bible School near Florence, and has worked as the assistant principal at Limestone County Schools and principal at Sheffield City Schools, and an evaluator in the Decatur City Schools. Mr. Willis's wife, Lisa, is also an educator. Lisa Amerson, current Calhoun County School Board member, posted on Facebook that she welcomes Tony and Lisa Willis to the Calhoun County Schools family and hopes everyone will show them what a great place this county is to work and live.
35-year-old Tuscaloosa native Kristen Marie Baracletti has pled guilty for stealing $300,000 from her former place of employment, which was a church. She has been accused of using the majority of that money to buy gifts for TikTok creators. She was an administrative assistant at Tuscaloosa St. Francis of Assisi University Parish Catholic Church. Per AL.com, according to federal court documents, she engaged in a scheme to defraud the church from April 2023 through October 2023. Federal authorities said she stole approximately $300,000 from St. Francis, using the funds to buy more than $220,000 in TikTok coins and to pay personal expenses. The FBI is investigating the case. Court documents state that she initiated more than 600 unauthorized transactions. Her indictment was announced last week by Northern District of Alabama U.S. Attorney Prim Escalona and FBI Special Agent in Charge Carlton Peoples. Then on Tuesday, she entered her guilty plea to 1 count of wire fraud. The maximum penalty for wire fraud is 20 years in prison, 3 years of supervised release, and a fine of $250,000. U.S. District Judge L. Scott Kugler said her sentencing date for November 26th. She received a $5,000 bond pending sentencing.
And nobody's going to get their money back, are they?
No.
Jeez. So, Community Spotlight this week is
I believe it's Marquita,
Marquita,
right?
A little mental
Yeah.
health update. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Well, let's take a look.
Let's go.
Hi, welcome to Let's Talk About It, the Mental Health Minute version. So today's topic will be the need for counseling as it relates to children and mental health. So let's unpack some of the signs. Well, first of all, you know, you don't think about kids and mental health, especially when it comes to a younger age, but it's very important to be able to pick up on the signs. So we're going to take a quick deep dive into it really quick. So the first sign is that child not getting the best of sleep. They might be up at random times of the night and they might wake up and just not feeling like themselves. Another one is they might complain about stomach aches. That's something that a lot of people don't consider because they usually associate stomach aches with food, having issues with food, but that can also be a sign that they're dealing with some type of stress or anxiety. Another one is they're not interested in playing with children when they typically are. So that's something that is very important to be mindful and watch as well. Another one is they might struggle academically when typically they have done well in school. So it could be a situation where it's just new material that they're not getting right away, or it can be a sign of something else, and it might be anxiety or depression or just a situation that they're going through. Another one is they can't sit quiet. They're just kind of fidgeting. They're moving all over the place. And you ask them what's going on, and they just really can't tell you. So that's another sign to pick up on. And also, they might repeat their actions and just check things over and over again, and it's just becoming more repetitive. And this is something that they're not typically used to doing. So if you see these symptoms in your child or someone that you know, just assess the situation. And also, if it persists or lasts longer than 2 weeks, you might want to consider having them assessed and seeing someone. And that way you can utilize different types of therapy resources. You can talk to a teacher, but it's just very important to get that information out. Thanks for staying tuned with us, and we'll see you next time.
You're watching the TV24 News presented by Team 1 Chevrolet of Gadsden. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
You may not believe it, but it's true. The 2024 Team 1 Chevys are here.
All 2324 Silverado light duties have 2.9% financing for 72 months.
The hottest new 24 Team 1 Chevy Blazer, 1.9% financing and no payments till April. And the #1 selling family vehicle, the Equinox. 24 models, you got it. 1.9% financing and no payments till April. Team 1 Chevrolet, home of the best people, the best service, period.
What can you buy for $10? A hat? A milkshake? 166 channels plus live sports? That's right, for only $10 you can get 166 channels of classic TV shows and movies, including the latest news update from all around the world and local sports. Just simply go to 24ctn.com and click download, and then for only $10 you can have access to the best TV available.
At Family Prosthetic and Medical Supply, we care about you. We offer custom prosthetics, orthotics, diabetic shoes, and durable medical supplies. We're located here in Alexandria, Alabama, where it's a country feel but professional care. Come see us today.
I'm Alan Parnell with Parnell Insurance Agency. We've been here in Oxford and Alabama, Tallapoosa, Georgia since 1990. With Auto Owners Insurance, we're able to give customers competitive pricing along with excellent coverages. Parnell Insurance can handle all of your personal, commercial, and life insurance needs. We have a very experienced staff, both personal and commercial. All together, we've got about 125 years experience. Come see what our insurance agency can do for you in Oxford, Alabama, and Tallapoosa, Georgia.
Auto Owners Insurance.
And welcome back to TV24 News. For the second year in a row, anglers participating in the Alabama Deep Sea Fishing Rodeo brought in an apparent state record shark. In 2023 rodeo, it was a 1,019-pound tiger shark that broke that record in 1990. That record was set in 1990. The 2024 rodeo was held over the weekend, and when the weigh station opened its final day on Sunday, the Bon Secours Butchers fishing team was already waiting to have a big bull shark lifted out of their boat, the Orca, by crane. They knew it was big. They didn't expect it to go 494.5 pounds, a figure that beats the current record of 448 pounds by more than 45 pounds. Let's do the math. The current record was set in 2015. Adam Lyons of that team said, "We were totally shocked." Yes, he was one of the captains of the vessel. He said, "I thought it was about 350 pounds, said Tommy Boyer, the team member credited with the catch, not 494. "We way underestimated it," said Lyons. At the rodeo's concluding awards ceremony Monday evening, Boyer accepted prizes for bringing in the rodeo's biggest bull shark and for winning its Gulf Coast hauling and construction bull shark jackpot, which paid out, guess what, $6,000 for first place. Now, shark sightings and attacks have been on the rise this year along the Gulf Coast. Warmer waters and increase in feeder fish have also increased the population of sharks. Not normally attracted to people as a food staple, sharks can be attracted to the splashing and other noises people make while in the water. Sharks interpret these sounds as fish in distress. Sharks the size of the one caught in this tournament don't typically swim close to the beach like smaller sharks, but even a nudge by a shark this size can cause severe damage. Remember, remain ever alert when you are in the ocean. Try to remember we are visitors to their world. If you're wondering what to do with a shark this big, check out food.com for spicy Cajun shark recipes. The food chain can always go both ways.
More on the story of DeAndre Cottrell, who went missing on the 4th of July and was found dead in an abandoned shed in Birmingham on July 6th. His partner, Julian Morris, was the last person to see him alive. Then suddenly, Morris went missing July 5th and is still missing today. He has not come forward to the police, but he did hire a lawyer who released a statement on his behalf last week. Yesterday, we showed you a TikTok video of a man who appeared to possibly be Morris. The creator posted the video 2 days ago. He was inside his car and filmed what looks like Julian Morris asking him for a ride. The video is still going viral and it now has over 1.6 million views. Let's watch that again.
POV somebody wanted for unaliving somebody tried to catch a ride.
Now, yesterday, the creator posted a part 2 video where we can actually hear the man speaking. In less than 24 hours, that video already has 50,000 views. Let's take a look.
I was wrestling a cop. I was on a cruise and he was drunk. He's like, "Oh, let's wrestle." I'm like, "No, you don't want to wrestle me, you'll lose." And he thought he was going to beat me, so I got a little rug burn when I was choking him.
Now, we do not know when either of these videos were filmed. We only know that the first one was posted Monday and the second one was posted Tuesday. Authorities have named Morris as a person of interest. He's described as a black male, 5 feet 6 inches tall, and weighing about 160 pounds. Anyone with information on the case, please contact the Birmingham Police Department's Homicide Unit at 205-254-1764 or Crime Stoppers at 205-254-7777. Crime Stoppers pays tipsters cash rewards of up to $5,000 for their tips. Now, if you do have information and you're afraid of calling, please know that you can remain anonymous. Crime Stoppers does not have caller ID. You don't have to leave your name. You don't have to leave your address. You don't even have to leave your phone number. If you need housing relocation and or protection, they ask that you please let them know that. They will take care of you.
That's amazing. What a tragic story.
I know. What do you think about that video, though? Each one.
I'm not sure what to think of that. It's nice that they have it. That's evidence.
Well, do you think that's him, though? Because some people are speculating that it may not be him.
Well, I'd have to look at it closely. I'd leave that to law enforcement. They can look at that. And sometimes they have that fancy technology that will, do a 6 or 10 point comparison. Mm-hmm. But that's just, we have way too many homicides in this area. Jefferson County, it's bad.
Well, what's kind of bothering me about the creator is everyone is commenting on his video like When was this? Was this filmed just recently? Is this an old video? What is this? Have you told the police? And he's not responded to anyone. He just posted that part too, but he's not answering any questions.
This is the problem with social media. I really think the world would be a better place without it.
It would be. No, you're right.
I
Absolutely.
think most of our children angst and our adult problems are coming from something related to social media.
100%.
Oh my goodness. Coming up, your area weather right here on TV 24 News, presented by Team 1 Chevrolet of Gadsden.
You may not believe it, but it's true. The 2024 Team 1 Chevys are here.
All 2324 Silverado light duties have 2.9% financing for 72 months.
The hottest new 24 Team 1 Chevy Blazer, 1.9% financing and no payments till April. And the #1 selling family vehicle, the Equinox. 24 models, you got it. 1.9% financing and no payments till April. Team 1 Chevrolet, home of the best people, the best service, period.
Hey everybody, I'm Larry May. I've been in the entertainment business for over 25 years. I've written for the local paper. I've interviewed a lot of touring artists and local artists here. And what I figured out is how much talent we have here in Alabama. That's why we put a new show together for you called Entertainment Alabama. Come watch us for the hottest new acts and some of your favorites that are national touring artists.
Come out and check out the Alabama Tractor difference. We can take care of all your needs of parts, sales, and service for RTVs, zero turns, and tractors and construction equipment. See us here in Lincoln at 620 Speedway Industrial Drive. Or come visit us here in Asheville at 275 6th Avenue, or give us a call at 205-594-7000.
Looking for unbeatable deals? Look no further than Shop 24, your go-to spot for incredible discounts and savings. From local dining and entertainment to grocery stores and everything you need, we've got deals you won't find anywhere else. But hurry, these hot deals are limited and going fast. Grab your phone and call now. Don't let these savings slip away. Join me, Kip Chappell, with Shop 24 every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Tune in to save big with Shop 24.
So what happened at Yellowstone National Park? Was this a volcanic eruption? Not quite. Per the Weather Channel, this was a hydrothermal or hot water explosion. It can happen when water suddenly flashes to steam. Steam takes up more space than liquid. After a sudden change to steam, the excess has nowhere else to go. Following the blast, park boardwalks were littered with mud and rocks. The explosion is not associated with a change in volcanic activity in the park, but the area remains closed. Fortunately, no one was injured. Now, coming up tonight here in Oxford, temperatures are getting down to 70 degrees, and we'll have a 70% chance of rain with rainfall around a ½ inch. And then tomorrow it's getting up to 85 degrees, and we'll again have a 70% chance of periodic rain throughout the day with rainfall around ¼ inch. And these showers are not going away anytime soon. Friday, we're going to see a high of 87 degrees with, again, a 70% chance of showers. Now, we may get lucky this weekend. There's only a 40% chance of rain on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, with the highs ranging from the high 80s to the low 90s. And then going into next week, Monday, still 40% chance, but it is going to get higher. Tuesday, we'll see a 50% chance of showers, and Wednesday, a 60% chance. It is going to be very, very humid for the next week, but we are seeing some lovely nighttime temperatures ranging in the low to mid 70s. I'm Lacey Klontz with your TV 24 weather. Coming up, sports. We'll be right back.
Hello, what's up everyone? It's Wednesday, July 24th. This is Roger with WEAC TV24 bringing your sports today. The National Federation of State High School Associations announced the other day former high school baseball coach Wes Brooks, Anniston High track coach Lisa Howard Holland, and Spring Garden girls basketball coach Ricky Austin received awards for the 2022-23 school year. The NFHS announces these awards a year out. Brooks, who coached Oxford to its 2023 Class 6A state baseball title, was selected as the Alabama and sectional coach of the year for baseball. Howard Holland, who coached the Anniston boys to their 2 consecutive 4A state title track championships. And then Austin led his Spring Garden girls to a state basketball title. Congrats to Coach Brooks, Coach Lisa Howard Holland, and Coach Ricky Austin for those great awards. Great job on that, guys. High school media days, high school football going on right now. Cherokee County held theirs recently. Etowah County had theirs yesterday. Calhoun counties will be Friday. TV24 will be there Friday, so stay tuned to find out some info on this upcoming high school football season. Teams will be hitting the practice fields soon. Season gets rolling August 23rd for a lot of teams. Then some open up on August 30th. As always, TV24 will be bringing you live high school football every Friday night. And I think we also have a few Thursday night games also. Looking forward to a great year in 2024 for high school football in this area. Olympics, do anyone watch the Olympics? I know the Olympics are not near as big as they used to be. I can remember when I was younger, that was just a really big deal to look forward to that every year. But for some reason, the Olympics are not quite as popular as they used to. But reading that Auburn has quite a few folks, former people that went to school there, and some of the current athletes that are there. Suni Lee, of course, the Auburn gymnast, will be one of the headliners, but there's several more current and former Auburn Tigers that will represent their country. Head basketball coach Bruce Pearl in 22 claimed that Auburn is an everything school. That was when Suni Lee was there winning everything in the gymnast, whatever, you know. So, yeah, kind of interesting. Well, a lot of these athletes are going across the pond just in a few days. Track and field, there's a couple representing Nigeria, Malaysia. Then in swimming, you've got Brazil. Then in tennis, Germany. High jump, Bahamas. JT Thor is playing basketball for South Sudan. So quite a few former and current Auburn athletes will be at the Olympics this year. Let's talk some college football. It's about to get rolling. Fall counts will be opening up soon. Kalen DeBoer taking over the reins at Bama, replacing the GOAT, Nick Saban. Auburn coming off a pretty dismal season under first-year coach Hugh Freeze, hoping to turn that program in the right direction. Let's take a look at the schedules for the first month. Alabama opens up August 31st. They'll host Western Kentucky, a nice warm-up game for the Tide and DeBoer starting his career at Bama. Then they have South Florida at home, another kind of tune-up, cupcake type game. Then September 14th, they travel to Wisconsin for their real first test. I like Bama in this one. They just got too much talent, but Wisconsin will give them a good game for a while. Then they will take the week off, and then they host the Georgia Bulldogs in T-Town. Probably one of the biggest games of the year right out of the gate. Fourth game. It's going to take a little getting used to this new SEC alignment. Schedules are a lot different, kind of crazy. Such a big game, fourth game of the year. My prediction, Bama beats Georgia. They'll go 4-0 to start the season under the first-year coach, Kevin DeBoer. And then everyone then will forget about Nick Saban, right? No, they won't. But anyway, I really think Alabama's got a really good football team this year. Did really well in the transfer portal. I think they're going to do really well. Auburn, Alabama A&M rolls into Jordan-Hare on August 31st. That'll be a nice chance to see Peyton Thorne, if he's really going to step up and lead a supposedly better football team this year. Cal comes in to visit on September 7th. Auburn won that game last year 14-10 in a slugfest of really two bad teams. Look for Auburn to take care of the Golden Bears this year. New Mexico then heads to the Plains on September 14th. That should be a good one for Auburn. And then the Razorbacks, Arkansas, comes in for their first SEC test of the year. Flip a coin on this one. Should be a good game with two teams trying to find their way back to the top of the SEC instead of the bottom of the SEC. I'm going to go out on a limb and predict Auburn starts out 4-0, 4 home games, and then they will face their real test, the 5th game, on September 28th when the Oklahoma Sooners roll into town. So I think Auburn starts out 4-0, then they get to Oklahoma. That may be a tough one, maybe looking at 4-1, but looking for Auburn to be better this year under Hugh Freeze. A lot of pretty good pickups in the transfer portal. Once again, I think Peyton Thorne is a big key, so we'll see how he's going to do. Last but not least, the Atlanta Braves were rained out yesterday against the Cincinnati Reds. They will try today to get a doubleheader in. I don't know if that's going to be possible.
Thank you for watching TV 24 News presented by Team One Chevrolet in Gadsden. We'll see you tomorrow night right here.
There's a special place where overtime gives way to family time, where fast pace becomes a little slower lifestyle. At Campers Unlimited, we can help get you there, where your lake house, beach house, or tailgate headquarters can have the same address. We